Hi everybody, I'm here doing something that I hardly ever do, and I'm supposed to be doing because it's my channel. And it's a title, Booktube. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get in the wrong one. You know what I mean. Lori Book Trials. So I'm supposed to be reading books and reviewing them and telling you what I think about them. And I haven't been doing that lately. So, I'm going to shock you guys today and actually do a book review. And it's actually not a positive one. Boo! I know, I hate giving, what's it called? I hate giving bad reviews. Just because it's not for me, though, remember, doesn't mean that you wouldn't like it. There is going to definitely be spoilers, because this book is going to be hard to do without giving spoilers. I'm sorry. I know. I hate doing that, but you could skip once I get ready to do the spoilers. But yeah, in case you didn't know what it's about this boy named Eddie. And there's this tree that's growing outside his window and it's starting to like come in and everything. And he's special. He has ties to the tree. And things happen because of that tree. And because of just his birth in general. Let's see. This ain't a spoiler because it happens right away. His mom had him and then took off. She left the hospital. Like, just, you know. And the grandma brings him home. You know, what choice does she have, really? You know, I mean, I guess she did have a choice, but anyways, I am going to tell you that there is definitely abuse in this book. Very bad abuse, so that's a trigger warning. I will say, there's cancer in this. If that's something that's going to, like, affect you, and you don't think you can handle the, you know, books with cancer in it, then you might want to not read it, or once you get to that part, skip over it. Like, it ain't until more towards the end. But yeah. But, like I said, it's about this boy named Eddie, so. And, yeah. I don't know what else to tell you without giving spoilers. I will say that there's this girl that moves in. Her name is Regina. She moves into next door to his house, and things start to change when he meets her. And there's also bullying in this book, so be warned of that. Like, there's this really sad scene that really peed me off. Another reason why I didn't like... Okay. But, yeah. I will tell you a couple of good things. Eddie. I loved Eddie. We'll try to think if there's any other good things besides Eddie. I really don't know what else the other good thing was besides Eddie. I really liked Eddie. Things I didn't like. The grandma. Regina was okay. I don't know, like, if I liked her that much. Like, I think sometimes that she only wanted Eddie when he made her feel good. So, yeah. Like, if he did anything that, you know, that would be something that she doesn't like, then she didn't want nothing to do with him. So, I will tell you that. I know it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it ain't that big of a spoiler. But, yeah. Mostly I just like Eddie. So, that's it. I can go without doing spoilers. So, if you think you're going to read this book, then don't watch any further. But if you don't think you're going to read it, or you want to know why I didn't like it, but maybe you will like it anyways, and maybe you'll have a different opinion than mine, so you might want to see if your opinion's different than my opinion. Yeah. But this was also TJ. TJ from TJ Reads the Stars. His book pick for March. Well, I should say his live stream for this is in March. this was, but you have, you know, you had January, if you bought it in January, or and February all to read it. So, yeah, whenever you bought it, from the time he announced it, I should say. Unless you already had it. So, yeah. But I was going to give it a 3 stars, but I think the only thing I really liked was Eddie. So, I think I'm going to give it a 2. So, I probably will go. I haven't done a review yet on Goodreads, but I'm probably going to go to Goodreads and do a review. But I'm really sad I didn't like it. I really wanted to like it because I like Eddie. But there's just too much stuff goes on that I did not like. So, yeah. Okay. If you don't want to be spoiled, bye. Remember, if you're leaving now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please think about subscribing. Remember to hit the bell icon so you'll know whenever a video of mine is uploaded. Remember to subscribe and hit, yeah, I already said the bell icon. And, yeah, I will talk to you guys all later. Mwah. Bye, anybody that don't want to be spoiled. All right, spoilers now. I'm going to put this down because everybody that didn't want to be spoiled should be gone now. So, yes. But I will pick it up when I want to reference things. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. The grandma. You guys. She was so abusive in the first half of the book. Yes, I will tell you she does get better. But I think it was a little too late. And I think she should have, like, he gave, what's it called? Like, forgave her so easily. Like, she was so mean to him the first half of his life. She would, like, if he did, I mean, he wouldn't, if he did certain things, she would, like, put him in the shower and scrub him, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, bad. Oh my gosh. Oh. And then, I'm just getting upset just, like, thinking about it, you guys, because this is just, oh, it's just so sad. There's these 2 boys, I don't remember their names, but he sees, like, people, because his grandma won't let him leave his room. He's allowed to go to take a shower once a week. That is abuse, you guys. Abuse. Not letting him go outside. I can't remember why, but he's homeschooled. And these people, you guys, they keep letting him stay there. Like, you know, I would be investigating. I'm sorry. But they don't investigate. Like, someone has to know. A neighbor, somebody has to know how this grandma is treating him. But no. But anyways, back to the boys. There's these 2 boys, and he was watching them come home from school. And what happens? They say, oh, we'll be your friend, but you have to pee in your pants. And Eddie knows he's going to get, like, his grandma's going to be mad at him. And he's like, I can't, you know, blah, 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 blah. My grandma will get upset, blah, 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 you know. And they were like, well, you can't be our friend, and you can't be in our club, and stuff like that. And then finally they're like, we will, they lie to him, and they say, we will, if you pee in your pants, we will take the underwear and get rid of them. So he actually pees in his pants. Yeah. He actually pees in his pants. And they don't take it, of course. They run away. The grandma comes. She takes him into the shower. She scrubs him. I mean, my gosh, you guys. Like cold, cold ice water. She scrubs him until he's, like, dry, you know, like, really scrubs him. Oh, my gosh, you guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. And then, like I say, and there's something with the tree. And she sees something. I don't know if it was a mark or what it was. But all of a sudden, she changes her ways. And she's, oh, I'm so sorry. And blah, blah, blah. You know, it was because of your mom, kind of. No, and I kind of blamed you even though you weren't alive when my husband died. Blah, blah, blah. You know, she had all these excuses for why she was treating him that way. And he just forgave her. I'm sorry, but I could not forgive her that easily. I know he's supposed to be special. I think, I was looking at somebody's review, and they think he had Down syndrome. But I don't know. It's never mentioned in this. But anyways, so that's why I don't like the grandma. I loved Eddie. I mean, he was a cinnamon roll. Oh, I loved Eddie. He's so cute. I loved him. I mean, I just wanted to protect him, just put him in my arms and just, love him and everything. Oh my gosh. And then we got, what did I say her name was? Regina. Oh, there is another trigger warning. There is attempted rape. At least I think it was attempted rape. The guy was trying to rape her. But anyway, she was dating this guy. And of course her mother doesn't approve. So she kept running off with them late at night. And she was in the car with them. And he tries to attack her. Eddie comes out and basically beats I don't know. I can't remember if he hit him or if he had something and he went after the boy. But he saves her. And then she starts not feeling well and everything. And everybody's telling her, go to the hospital. She's really tired. She's losing weight. She's just sick. And what happens? She doesn't go. And then, after she changes, the grandma, he's allowed to go outside and stuff. So they're going for a walk and she passes out. And then she finds out that she has some type of cancer and she's dying. So, go back to Eddie. Now, he's tied to this tree. Tied to the tree. But the author never tells us why him and the tree are so tied together. There's this one scene before the grandma, before the grandma starts changing her mind and stuff, changing for the better to hint towards him. And she tears some of the branches. She hacks the branches from the tree. And for some reason he starts getting sick and he starts, his nose starts bleeding and stuff. Oh my gosh. But the author never tells you why him and the tree are so tied together. And then, like I said, let's go back to the cancer. So she has cancer. And this is how it ends, you guys. It's really sad, like one of the endings. So this is what happens. She has cancer. They send her home because they say she's going to die, that this is it. She's going to die, really, really soon. Like the next day or two at the most. And Eddie, I don't remember exactly what he does, but I'll see if I can find it in a minute. But I don't know, if she's holding a tree branch and he's on his side of the, in his room. Because, the branch is both now growing where both of them can reach it. And she's on one side, I guess. Like I said, I think she's holding the tree, or at least he's holding the tree branch. And basically, after that, he goes to sleep, basically, and it goes to the next chapter, and we find out that he died. Yes, Eddie died. The only person I really liked in the book, and he dies. Somehow, he was able to absorb her cancer from the tree. Like the tree took it from her and put it into him, and he died because he took her cancer away. No, yes, never any explanation on why he was tied to this this tree. No explanation whatsoever. That's what made me mad. Really, really mad. Now, I could have handled him dying if I could understand why he was tied to this tree and how he could die from this. You know what I mean? How was he able to absorb this cancer from her? Why through the tree? I could understand, if he had, a healing ability. and he took the cancer and died? But it doesn't tell you that. It just says right here. Eddie knows he's not like other teenagers. He doesn't look like them. He doesn't think like them. Eddie's not even allowed to leave his bedroom except on shower day. He doesn't know why. All Eddie knows is that he's different. Okay. Piss me off, you guys. I'm sorry. If they would have killed him off a better way, or they would explain better what made him die. I'm assuming, like I said, that he absorbed the cancer somehow through the tree. Or the tree took the cancer from her and put it into him. That's only, but it doesn't tell you that. Let me see if I can find it. It says, Eddie took a deep breath and leaned in close. All of us, everybody, he whispered, hoping Regina could hear him from place so deep. We're like icebergs. When we struggle through each day, we only ever get to understand the piece that sticks out of the water. But there's so much more to us than that. We just need to look under the surface to know the truth. Not truth like people out there talk about truth. I mean the real truth. The sort that answers a question we don't even know how to ask. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me find the other one. And then he says, the tears cascaded now. In this place, in this time, this would be the last he would ever be able to touch the girl who was his everything. She was his night and his day, his ups and his downs. She was the stuff that filled the places he couldn't reach. She was his angel on earth, and she was every joy under the sky. There was never a sunset that compared to her. The girl on the bed beside him, no hue could ever come close to her. No oranges, no purples of the setting sun. She was untouchable, and this was the toughest thing, to leave her and know that she would have all those years where he could be oh so close, and yet not able to hold her hand. So he knows he's going to die, apparently. Then he says, I love you. Leaning forward, Eddie placed a faint kiss on her lips. It was the second and last ever kiss in Eddie Sullivan's short life, and they had both been perfect. As he lifted his face back away from her, one more tear landed on her forehead. It tracked the curve of her nose and down the side of her face to where it melted into the pillow. Eddie had never done anything so hard as climbing back out of that window. It was the beginning and the end. He couldn't count how many times they scrambled across the branches, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how they hugged each other, how they shared mini jam sandwiches, how they shared blah, blah. And then it says, reaching back in, Eddie took her left hand tenderly in his and brought it delicately out to where he could place it on Mr. Tree's closest limb. For a moment he held it there, between his own hand and the hand of the tree that brought them together. From here he could see her face, saluted, how do you say that word, by the night lamp. Okay, then it says, stepping back into the bedroom, he decided to leave the light off, having the only light coming into the room being that of Regina's lamp. Seemed right. This was a certain symbolism in that he couldn't quite capture in words. Okay, and then blah, blah, blah. Laying down on his bed, he reached out without looking and placed his right hand on Mr. Tree, on the big, broad branch, which had first come to visit remarkable years ago. In his own anger and resentment, Eddie realized he hadn't done this for a while. If Mr. Tree was going to Regina fall, he wanted no part of it. Whatever the other precious gift it had offered in his eyes, they became false offerings. Now, though, with the end so close and so clear, he had begun to sense something. He'd forgotten something. Yes, that's what felt like. In his grand to become accepted as a boy, as a son, as a grandson, in his desire to live a normal life, he forgot the most important thing. There was no normal life. If anything, he blinded himself. He misplaced the extraordinary, the amazing, the heavenly with something less, and ever there was a perfect time to remember it again. It was this. The world was indeed filled with magic and wonder, if we're only able to see it. Eddie saw it now. I'm here. So apparently it has something to do with magic. But what magic, you guys? What? And then it said, he felt the familiar vibration, and once he was calm, connected to the tree through invisible roots. It says, just before he closed his eyes, he witnessed a precious sight that gave him comfort. Up there, above him, a single leaf stretched out, unfamiliar with the splendor of new life. As he watched, he realized that the leaf, too, had a purpose. It was on the furthest twig, the further extreme of Mr. Tree's circuit around his bedroom, and it gently unfolded its reach out and touched the same branch from which it had been born. The circle was complete, and the cocoon was spun. Eddie would go to sleep tonight, a broken boy in the eyes of the world, bar some. And he would wake up a butterfly, his life for hers. So he did, But why, you guys? Why was he connecting to this tree? Why him? Is it just because he's special? I just wish he would have Greg, I wish he would have gone into it more. Just explain it a little bit more, you guys. And why did he have to die? He was the only thing I liked. The only person I really liked. Regina was a hit and miss with me. Like I told you guys, she's involved with this guy. She starts doing, stupid things. Drinking. I think drugs. I think Eddie's mentioned that he smelt drugs on her or something. She stole a necklace, I think it was. Yeah, and gave it to Eddie. She wanted to give it to Eddie, and Eddie wouldn't take it. So she wouldn't talk to him for a long time. Why the hell would he take a necklace from someone that stole something? Stealing ain't right. He ain't gonna take part of it, and why would she want to give him something that was stolen? And why be pissed off about it? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take something if I know it was stolen. No way. She just wanted to be his friend when she wanted it. That's why I don't know if I liked how much I liked her. I felt bad for her, though, for having the cancer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, I don't know why he would want, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I just don't get why the tree, I should say, not him, why the tree was able to take that blood. You know what I mean? Like not the blood, the cancer. Let me know what you think might have been it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it was just, maybe they were born around the same time? I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know why, besides magic. Okay. But why? Why does the magic want Eddie? I know he's special. It says right there that he's different. Special, different, whatever. But there's a lot of people that are different. Why is Eddie the one that is, that this tree is connected to like that? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Yeah. Oh, and then it ends with his mother coming back with the to see her to see her mom, and she has kids with her. She had 2 other kids. She gives him away, but keeps the other kids. I'm just wondering, why she gave him away. I understand kind of. She did send him a note and a stuffed animal at one time, because I guess she loved him, but she just didn't know how to take care of him, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe she just was at a point in her life, that maybe she was young and, and was scared. I don't know. But I just wish it would have went into it more. I wish she would have came before her son died. I wish he could have met his other siblings, half-siblings. I would have liked to see him have a few extra moments of happiness. I know he wanted to, basically, he wanted to trade his life, for her. He was in love with her. I think in her own way, she loved him. I'm talking about the girl, Regina, now. But yeah, I think she did love him as best as she could love somebody. But yeah. And there's another thing, like when there's like a social worker, I guess she is, that comes to the house to see how he's doing, like with the what's it called, with the homeschooling. And the first time she came, he couldn't remember, like he forgot the ABCs or something, or I can't remember what it was. And then the grandma got mad, and that was another part where she was so mean to him. And then later on, she comes back to test him, and he holds on to the tree branch, and he's smart all of a sudden. Like, he knows ABCs, all that, like, all the way through. He knows all this other stuff all the way through. Why was the tree like that, you know? I want to know why they were so connected. Why they were so bonded, you guys. I think if I would have known why, I probably would have gave this 3.5, 4 stars. But I loved Eddie, so I at least had to give it 2 stars for Eddie. But yeah, I just wanted more info about why he was so different compared to other kids. You know what I mean? Like I said, somebody said that they heard that he was supposed to be, what did I say? I forgot what I said. That he had Down syndrome. But still, there's a lot of people that have Down syndrome, of course. I just want to know why he was so different, you guys. I know I keep saying that, but that's my biggest gripe. That, and the grandma got, like, he just forgave her too easily, like. And I just don't, like, why, you guys? Why did this tree help him so much? Why was it that tree, holding that tree, make him smart? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too harsh on the book. Maybe I shouldn't be harsh on the book, but I just couldn't handle it, you guys. Like, I couldn't. I know this is a long, rambling review, but it really made me upset. I mean, he got so smart that there was some kind of test that he took. I can't remember what kind of test it was. It was some kind of test he took. And he aced it. Like, he did so good, you guys. But he wasn't, what you call it? Trying to find. I'm trying to find the, what you call it? What the test was that he took. Some kind of test. I can't find the name of the test that he took. Like, it's telling right here. It's talking about, like not only did you pass, but you got a scholarship for the best sixth form college in the country. I know it told you somewhere what the name of it. It was S something, I believe. Wish I could find it here. Because, let me see if I can find it. Maybe it's on the big day. Let me see. Where's the big day? Let's see. No. I could not find it. And it's going to take forever because I can't find it. I know it's under somebody's challenge. Mrs. Stratton's challenge. Miss Stratton is the one that, you know, the worker, social worker, whatever you want to call her. Oh, it's called GCSEs. So, I don't know what that stands for. If you guys know, let me know down below. But yeah. But all of a sudden, all he did was hold on to the tree, and he got so smart. I just don't get it all. But anyways, I'm going to quit because it's over 30 minutes. I'm so sorry, you guys, it's long, but I just had a lot of things to say. Yeah. But you guys might like it. Maybe you guys understand more why the tree was so, how they were, excuse me, I feel like I got to sneeze. How they were, excuse me. Maybe you guys can understand besides magic. Okay. Like I said, I can understand. I understand that magic can do a lot of things, but why? Why was it him that the magic drew to? I just wish we would have known more, you guys. I know I keep harping on that, but I do. But I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know what you guys think might be the reason why he was so connected to the tree. And if you did read it, really let me know. Maybe you guys, if anybody did read it, they took more into it than I did. But yeah, I just wish it would have been more clearer. And I wish he wouldn't have forgave his grandma so much. Like, I can understand, like, giving people other chances. But, come on, let her grovel a little bit or something, you guys. So, yeah. I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know if you read this book, if you plan on reading the book. If you think I'm being too harsh on the book. Am I being too harsh on the grandma? I don't think so. I think, like I said, I can understand forgiving her. But later, after she groveled a little bit. Come on, at least make her grovel a little bit. But anyways, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys very much. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And remember to hit the bell icon. Remember, if you ever need anybody at all to talk to, I am here. I love you guys all so very much. And if you guys can think of what you guys want to be called, let me know down below. And yeah, I love you guys all. I will talk to you guys all later. Mwah! Bye!